Everybody, Scooter FPV here, coming to you with another video. This one's going to be a little bit different, uh, mostly because of my current situation. I wouldn't call it a situation exactly. Um, some friends, family, and colleague had expressed some concerns, of my basically car camping is what I call it. I wouldn't consider myself homeless exactly. Houseless, yes. Homeless, no. Of course, that's all a state of mind, I think, So I'm doing okay. I'm doing well. I've got plenty of, well, I wouldn't say plenty of money, but, I'm doing better than I was. Let's put it that way. Um, and so, this is an impromptu sort of video. Nothing's planned here, so if it seems a little bit awkward, then, I don't know, what can I say? The reason I had chosen this lifestyle is primarily me rebelling against these overpriced apartment complexes and, talking with friends and family. Apparently this is kind of a nationwide thing, and because something's going crazy with the housing garbage, and it's almost like a deja vu of years past. So when basically the push for me to do this, well, number one, I was been thinking about doing this for a long time anyway. In particular, because I kept thinking to myself, I mean, well, the idea, the catalyst was a long time ago, and I was thinking about how much money I was actually paying the apartment complex for an apartment that really wasn't worth what I was paying for it per month. And it just kind of stayed right there. It's almost like it's one of those questions. It's that kind of sticks with you. It's like it's kind of like I don't know, like, where's the North Star? And then you start looking for the North Star, and then you figure out where the North Star is, and then it kind of branches off from there. The knowledge that you gain after that, it's like, oh well, how about doing astronomy or something like that? But not quite in the same way with the apartment thing. I had noticed that they keep raising the prices on apartment complexes or an apartment house, which is granted, cost of living, sure, I get that. But it became apparent to me that it was more than simply that. To me, I'm just going to call it what it is. I think it's just flat out greedy, just flat ass greedy. Because it's something I've noticed. This is another thing that I've noticed throughout my lifetime, is I've noticed that they always kept the prices of apartments to where you have to be a two-income family or dwelling, whatever the case is, at least, so you can keep a roof over your head. And I thought about that, and I was like, these places are paid for tenfold, and they're just sticking us with these prices just because they can. And I don't know. I don't want to get myself into too much trouble by saying my piece on the matter, but I think people have gotten a little too complacent in accepting that, and so they just figure it's just a fact of life, and that's just how it is, and that's that. And I refuse to do that. If it's a reasonable price, I don't mind paying it. But when I'm paying almost $1,000 for a 500 square foot apartment with crappy storage, unless I'm living, fairly close to Tokyo, Japan, and somewhere in those neighborhoods, I don't see there's no reason for it to be that expensive. Just saying. So I said to heck with it, and I ditched it, and that was that. It's a little sooner than I wanted to do it. I wanted to have a van first. The the car does well. It's old. It's 25 years old, 26 years old. So 95. Anyway, and it's showing its age, so I had planned on getting a van first. So yeah, it was a little more hasty into my timeline that I had planned. But you know, what can I say? That was just the push I needed, was overpriced rent payment. You know, because they kind of gave me a little bit of the chicken scratch fine line detail that I didn't quite see, and they didn't highlight. That wasn't including all the other costs of, water and sewage and trash and junk like that, which is, I think that's just a mind manipulation in my book anyway, trying to differentiate that and rent, which I call BS, because as far as I'm concerned, it's all part of rent. So I guess it's a marketing strategy. Anyway, so not to ramble on and go on a tangent too much. I thank you guys, my friends, my family, and colleagues for keeping an eye out for me, keeping me in your thoughts, and I realize now that there's more people working behind the scenes quietly that's helping me out. Some aware of, some not aware of. It's really kind of blowing me away. And I suppose in anybody's situation, depending on what it is, it's like you'd be surprised how many people are actually pulling for you, and you don't even know it. And to me, that's kind of how it. That's how it should. I'm trying to word this right. It's kind of the meaning of life is to help each other out, have fun, good times. Life's too short for arguing over crap and being greedy about things. I mean, to a certain degree. I mean, greed's semi a necessity, but yeah, not to an extreme, you know. But anyway, that's going off on a tangent of again. But friends and family have been helping me out behind the scenes. It's like my best friend friggin' talked with his friends and just had a huge network just suddenly explode to life, and finding apartments, finding townhouses, finding vehicles, finding all kinds of things, finding money opportunities of all kinds. It's a total explosion, and it was just amazing to see how many people came together for looking out for me for a cause. And it is one of the coolest things about people. Good people are good people no matter where you go. There's always good people looking out for you. Of course there's a few baddies out there, and that's just kind of how it is, but life is awesome. I've got no complaints really, and I'll just keep doing what I do. Matter of fact, it's like new equipment. He got me this new camera, some equipment to go with it to help document this journey of mine. So it's almost 9 minutes now. Anyway, I'll go ahead and keep it short, or shorten it as much as I can. Thank you for having me in your thoughts. I really appreciate that, and you guys are totally awesome. That's kind of the meaning of life, is to help each other out, prop each other up, keep going, have a good time, looking out for each other, and helping each other succeed. You know what I'm saying? I think essentially that's kind of the meaning of life, besides, all the other branches that go along with it. That's kind of like one of the fundamental things of it, in my opinion. Thanks for listening to me ramble on. Thank you for your time. Thanks for watching. And I'll catch you on the next one. It's a beautiful day.